Okay, so this video is Marvel vs DC Part 1. Both Marvel and DC comics have characters similar to each other. Take Archer characters for example. Marvel have Hawkeye and DC have Green Arrow. So I just wanted to put these characters up against each other and tell you my favourite one. I do prefer DC to Marvel, but I'll try to be as honest and unbiased as possible. So first are the aforementioned Archers, Marvel's Hawkeye and DC's Green Arrow. I've never been a massive fan of Green Arrow. I think they did some interesting things with him when they teamed him up with Green Lantern, but on his own he does nothing for me. It doesn't help he looks like a pantomime Robin Hood. Whereas I think Hawkeye is a great name for an archer, and I really like his dark blue and purple costume. So Hawkeye wins this one. See, DC aren't going to win all of these. Next are undersea characters, Marvel's Namor and DC's Aquaman. Aquaman is always seen as a lame character. I've seen him be the joke on The Big Bang Theory and Family Guy, but I've always liked him. I'm talking classic Aquaman here, in the orange and green costume, not how he looks these days. As for Namor, I've never really liked him. Sometimes he's a bad guy, and sometimes he's a good guy. I wish they'd make their minds up what they're doing with him. And his original costume of green trunks and wings on his ankles was underwhelming at best. So for me, Aquaman wins this one, and you don't hear that often. Next are stretchy superheroes, Marvel's Mr. Fantastic and DC's Plastic Man. As I've said before, Plastic Man is one of my all-time favourite characters, so he wins this one hands down. He's much more fun than Mr. Fantastic, who isn't even my favourite Fantastic Four member, the Thing is, so there's no way he was going to win this. Next are metal suit wearing heroes, Marvel's Iron Man and DC's Rocket Red. I was never a massive fan of Iron Man as a kid. I liked him well enough, but I was never that into him. I'm a bigger Iron Man fan now, thanks to his live action appearances in his own films and Avengers films. I've always been a Rocket Red fan though, thanks to his appearances in the 80s Justice League comic. If you've read it at the time, you'll know what I mean. It was really well drawn and laugh out loud funny. So it's not just the DC snob in me who prefers him to Iron Man. I just have fonder memories of him is all. I do love Iron Man now, but Rocket Red wins this one. I've got some more of these which I'll carry on with in part 2, so hopefully you'll join me on that one too.